3, 2, 1. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 gameplay cast with me, Thendis32. And today I'm doing something a bit special. It's been a very long time since I've done a free-for-all cast, as at one point I was one of the casters for the FFA Master League. I guess I am still. I mean, I'm in their Discord group, but you know, I'm here. I'm ready to cast some FFA. I've already unrusted with my solo casts. You know, I'm kind of back on the wagon again when it comes to casting. So I'm going to try myself on FFA. This is only a 4-player FFA, not an 8-player FFA, so it won't be as hard to keep track with, but I will try my best to keep track with all the action and such. So let's introduce our players. Let's start at the top. Spawning as the purple orc, we have Sweet. Our Sweet, not the pro-Korean undead Sweet. Spawning as the teal night elf, we have Rectify. Spawning as the red human, we have Cumulo, who's a very well-known. I know all these players, they're all very well-known. The FFA scene's kind of small, so you tend to see a lot of the same players. Actually, I haven't seen this player, though. Spawning as the blue orc, we have Scythe. So, this is M17 of the FML Master League. The map is Harvest of Sorrow, a map I'm not too familiar with. So, let's take a look at the map while the players start up their build orders. We got a neutral hero tavern in the center. We got 4 expansions with 8,000 gold in the gold mines. Protected by quill boars, rock golems, trolls. And these are red spots. Yes, we got red spots. We're controlled by the Bandit Lord and his little gang here. So see if he can drop some super duper items. We got Goblin Laboratories protected by Thunder Lizards and 2 Ogre Maulers with an Ogre Magi. We got Goblin Merchants protected by a couple Sasquatches and Lightning Lizards. We also got some Merc Camps protected by Ogre Magi and Ogre Warriors. And a Marketplace protected by an Ancient Sasquatch, Troll Trappers, and Red Drake. So that's gotta be a hard creep camp to do. Now, for those that are not familiar with free-for-all, I'm gonna give you guys kind of a free-for-all 101. Comparing it to solo, you see a lot more expansions and you see a lot more macro games. A lot of times you'll see players with like 100 food armies and with like multiple bases and very high level heroes. FFA can be pretty action packed depending on how the players are playing it. Very action packed. It can actually last quite a while, so if you guys want to go get some food or drinks or something, feel free to pause the video and go get it, because I'm not too sure how long this game will last. Now already you can see another thing that's different with FFA is hero choices. Yeah, you see the standard heroes, but a lot of times you see a lot more neutral hero action. Speaking of which, we got Sweet, who looks like he wants to do some sniping on Rectify's creeps. He gets one of them. He actually did not get that Kodo. Level 2 on the Dark Ranger. A little bit of a miscalculation by Sweet. He did get the item though, Circle of Nobility. And he's going to try to finish this camp off. Meanwhile, Cumulo already setting up his second base. He's getting a very early lead on his economy. And we have Scythe, who's actually opening up with a Firelord. Like I said earlier, you see a lot of different hero combinations. Firelord first isn't necessarily bad. FFA, like you said, you can get high level heroes. And apparently that Rock Golem had a Rune of Rebirth. But anyways, yes, you see different heroes. Higher level heroes. So you might actually see a level 6 Firelord this game. And maybe we'll see some Volcano action. So right now we got Scythe setting up his second base, Cumulo setting up his second base, but Scythe is not going for that. Now a lot of times in FFA, players there's like a set agreement that be like, okay, I'm gonna let you set up your second base as long as you let me set it up. Scythe going straight for Cumulo's base, showing that he wants to be aggressive. Now I'm gonna pause the replay here because there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of stuff I have to add information-wise, especially if you're a solo player and you don't know shit about FFA. So you can see how the way the map's set up, Sweet already being aggressive with Rectify, so that's going to signify that probably throughout this game these two are going to be whacking it out on each other, and what we see right now with Slythe and Cumulo tells me that these two are going to be fighting out with each other. Now, I don't know much about Slythe, but I do know that Cumulo is a multiple time champion for the FFA Master League, so we're gonna have to see if Slythe can handle the challenge. Right now, Cumulo may have to cancel this town hall. Slice grunts are getting pretty weak, but there's a lot of lava spawns, and of course a rock golem who has the hurl boulder ability, which works a lot like a storm bolt. I don't know if Cumulo canceled that. I hope he canceled that, otherwise that's a lot of gold going down the drain for him. So yes, well, let's see, take a look. Slice tier 2's about finished up. Cumulo about halfway to tier 2. Yeah, halfway to tier 2. Rectify's tier 2 just now finishing up. And Sweet's tier 2 about halfway done. And Sweet actually did not get a barracks, so he's playing it super greedy. He's gonna definitely be focusing a lot. He did have a barracks. Where's his barracks? Oh, it's way out here. Okay, weird place. Alright, now Slythe's gonna creep out the other gold mine spot. His expansion's almost done. Sweet's gonna take this gold mine spot that Rectify tried to creep out. Ooh, you know, if Sweet wanted to, he honestly could have killed that Firelord, or at least attempted to. Firelord is a pretty squishy hero. Oh, Bolt. Slice got 2 rock golems. Do these golems last forever? Are these permanent units? I mean, there was a Rune of Rebirth, I'm guessing, for these, so it summons rock golem. So yeah, I guess they're permanent units, so nice. Gets double Stormbolt action. Alright, Rectify creeping away. Player's tech should be finishing up. Slythe getting a Spirit Lodge. No tier 3. I'm assuming all these players are going to go tier 3. It is FFA. Cumulo's tier 2 finishing up, getting Arcane Sanctum. Rectify teching straight up to tier 3. No tech buildings that I can see, but he is opening with a more safer expansion right next to his base. Sweet's tier 2 finishing up, getting a Shadowhunter second, and opening up for double bestiaries. Now, Rectify's gonna creep out this camp, and like I said, you see a lot of expansion in this game, so don't be surprised if you see players with like 3-4 bases towards the end. And Cumulo getting a Firelord second. It looks like Slythe is gonna get his expansion killed. Now, one thing that will become very important as the game gets, you know, very far in is how much gold players have. Players definitely want to have a good bank, because once you're like 30 minutes into the game, you have a 100 food army and you only have like 300 gold. Okay, you got the army, but if you lose your army, you're not going to have any resources to rebuild that army with, compared to a player who has a 70 food army and like 5,000 gold saved up. If he loses his army, takes a bad fight, he's going to have enough resources to rebuild. He's going to have money to keep buying items for his heroes and stuff. And this map's relatively big, so, you know, I'm sure TPs are going to be pretty important. Man, Sweet's taking a lot of damage on this creep camp. Even loses his Shredder. Gets a Tome of Experience, though. And Hooded the Cunning. Good item for that blade. Ooh, Cloak of Flames to Rectify. Could be better items, but he might keep it on the Panda. And so far, the only play we got Rectify trying to get a 4th base, is he's got 2 on the way. 1 expansion's already mining. Sweet's base is mining. And Slythe, with no bases at the moment, he is clearing out this gold mine, though. I think it's so cool that you can have permanent rock golems on this map. That's a nice little touch. That's a really good touch. Sweet, with like little units to creep with. He's gonna try his best though. Blade Master getting some good crits out. He's level 3. I wonder if that's level 2 crits. This isn't NetEase TV, so I can't check to see what players went what. But Sweet getting some Wyverns, getting tier 3. The army styles that you see in FFA kind of resemble a lot of 4v4. If you ever played like 4v4 random team on Battle.net, you know, you see a lot of air. Humans go for like tanks and griffins. Orcs tend to go like shaman, Tauren, wyverns, night elves, you know, like hippos, chimeras, you know, like 4v4 kind of armies. Undeads go gargoyle, frost, destroyers a lot. You know, I'm glad. It's been almost a year since I casted FFA, and I'm kind of glad that I've retained a lot of this knowledge. So it makes me feel better as a caster in general. Alright, now we got Kumyo pushing in the Slice main. He just started tier 3, and so he's not going to have the reinforced burrow upgrade, so he's going to lose at least one burrow here. Shredder going to have to be pulled off of wood to try to deal with this. First burrow goes down. Kumyo backing in. Looks like he doesn't want to go in a head-on fight, just doing a little bit of a run-by. That or he's trying to get in a better position here. Disenchant's coming in from Spirit Walkers. Meanwhile, at the same time, we have Rectify running about. Not sure if he's going to attack Sweet's expansion or not. Alright, Shredder goes down for Scythe. That's a lot of gold down the drain. Shredders are very expensive units. Alright, level 4 on the Archmage. More lava spawns coming in for Scythe. Looks like his second and last rock golem will die, giving level 3 to Cumulo's Firelord. And we see a Tauren Chieftain second for Scythe. Let's see, Scythe at 31 supply, Cumulo at 48. So yeah, Scythe with a very big disadvantage in supply. Meanwhile, we got Sweet harassing away at one of Rectify's expansions. Never mind, that's a full-on attack. Keep an eye on that Tree of Life's health. Yeah, a lot of multitasking in FFA for casting. I'm going to try my best to get all the fights. If I miss something, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. But yes, it looks like that Tree of Life will be going down. There it goes. So, Rectify losing a base. He did TP home to try to deal with Sweet. He's already got Hippogriffs being produced. First 3 Chimera Roosts. So he's going really macro mode here right now. Alright, another burrow goes down, and I do believe this is supply cap. Yeah, the Scythe is supply capped at 28 over 20. Alright, Spirit Walker going down. Scythe is not having a good time here. And Kumyo could kill this. He's got a pretty healthy gold mine, too. He can expand over a Slice Hold main. And now the Peon's taking a bit of damage here. Oop, got bats. Detonating onto Hippogriffs, and that pretty much kills all of Rectify's anti-air. So the only thing he has to deal with these wyverns are his heroes, really. Oop. Sweet, chasing down. Gonna get a hex onto the Pandaren Brewmaster. But Staff Preservation gonna save him. Kumyo's still raining hell on Slice base. Scythe at 19 supply. He's trying to run away with his peons. He does have his base up here, but he's not mining from it. And it looks like he's creeping out this base, trying to hide a base up here that is kind of far away from the other players, and he could possibly rebuild from there. One thing I've learned from casting free-for-all is never count a player out. They can always hide bases, and if they like don't get harassed or touched or anything for a while, they can rebuild and honestly come back from the game. There's been a couple of games I casted where that's happened to a player. Like, they'll just lose their main base and like their whole army, and then they rebuild a secret base way off in the map. No one knows about them, and like they rebuild their armies and honestly win the game. I can't remember what game. I'm pretty sure it's on my YouTube channel, but yeah, that can happen. Now Sweet's attacking into Rectify's main. Rectify at 58 supply. Sweet at 61. Slight trying to creep out this red. I'm not sure if he has enough forces for that. Kumio finishing off his base. Might take his old main for an expansion. He's setting up his second base here. And is Rectify going to try to deal with Sweet? Right now he's harassing away. He was at 58 supply, but I want to know what that's all in. Okay, here we go. We got 4 shims over here. But Chimeras aren't really the greatest versus Wyverns. So Wyverns can easily focus him down. Sweet's got, what? He's got 4 Wyverns plus 4 bad. So, of course, he's got the detonations. And Rectify is losing his main. So he lost his tier 3. He's down to 1 base. 2 bases. He's got 1 building up here. He's got double engines of wind, so he's able to reproduce those before he lost his tech. Now Scythe losing yet another expansion. So right now the top players I would say look like Sweet and Cumulo here right now. Although Cumulo just now getting a second base. He's a little bit behind on economy. He's got a nice 1,500 gold. His tier 3 is now on the way, so he's behind on tech 2. He did invest a lot into that early attack on Slice base. Whereas Sweet, he's at tier 3. He's got double Spirit Lodge, double Bestiary. He's starting to transition into some Raiders, make that triple Bestiary. Oh, Sweet's coming in to defend his expansion. Alright, how many bases are these players at? Sweet's at about to be 4. Cumulo's at 2. Scythe is getting 1, which was revealed. Sweet's asking Rectify for peace, and Rectify really doesn't have a choice, because, you know, he can't really fight Sweet. So, Sweet asking for peace makes me think that he's probably going to want to set his focus to Cumulo. Cumulo being a strong FFA player, wouldn't be a bad idea to try to get rid of him. Oh, we do have an engagement here. Scythe getting caught out by Cumulo yet again. He's going to have to try to run away. How much resources does Scythe have? He only has 100 gold. He's actually supply capped. Does he not have... Does Scythe not have any workers? I'm going to have to pause the replay here. Because if he doesn't have any workers, well, then he just lost. Because he has no supply. He lost his last worker here. Yeah, Rectify with no workers. So he's not going to be able to rebuild. Unless he somehow frees up supply. He's got 1 supply. The only way he could free up supply is... Well, actually, that doesn't add up. He must have a peon somewhere. 2 heroes is 10 supply. So where's that 1 at? Where is that 1 supply from? That means he's got a peon somewhere around here. Oh, but we do have Rectify trying to creep out this red camp. Ancient Sasquatch has rebirth. But he has heavy armor, so those chims do loads of damage to him. Ring of Protection +4, not the item he was hoping for. I'm being serious though, he has a hidden peon somewhere. He's about to lose his last main base, and he does not have enough gold to rebuild a Great Hall. Unless he somehow got a tiny Great Hall before his tech died. No, but he's got some items he could sell to get enough gold. Wherever his hidden peon's at. Ah, there it is. Hiding down here with a burrow. Now we got Sweet creeping out the red. Let's see what item he can get from that bandit lord. Got a Rune Greater mana. So yeah, he's just throwing out them healing waves. He'll just get that mana right back. Scroll Resurrection. Actually, that might not be a bad item. That scroll is pretty much the Pally ultimate. Oh no, he left the scroll. Rip. And now he's got a Tauren Chieftain. He might as well sell that Ancient Jango Drums of Endurance, because it does not stack with the Tauren Chieftain's Endurance are. And now we got Rectify re-teching back up to tier 2. He's on 2 bases. He's rebuilding his old main. Meanwhile, Cumulo now at tier 3 is getting control magic for Soul Breakers. That allows him to take control of summoned units. And Priest Master training for Inner Fire. And for those that are wondering, you can interfire tanks. So if you thought tanks had like a bunch of health and armor before, just wait until you see them with interfire. It's pretty funny how much tanks can get tanky and buffed by that one spell. Yes, Windows, I know I'm capturing Warcraft 3, thank you. Oh, Kumyo running in here, and with that entangle, he's gonna have to use an invuln pot, and that was very reckless. Not paying attention to his army movements, almost lost his Fire Lord for that. Slight's still alive until these buildings die, so, I mean, okay, oh wait, no, that's Sweet. Sweet's getting another expansion. Slight just needs about 60 or so more gold. Great Halls cost 385 gold, if I remember correctly. So, where's Slice Heroes? He could sell these two items, and I think it might get him up to enough gold to rebuild a Great Hall. Wherever his one burrow went. Yeah, that peon's still alive. So, okay, there he is. Slight's building it, but he's not building it by a gold mine, so it's not really much use there, but it will keep him from getting revealed, I suppose. And Rectify able to rebuild up a huge army. Right now he's at 80 food, so he's hanging below that high upkeep. An FFA kind of works like Solo. Like Solo, you don't want to break into low upkeep until you know you're ready to kill your opponent or in the game. FFA, it's just like that. You don't want to break into high upkeep until you're ready to go kill someone. As like I said, banks become very important in the late game, and if you're in high upkeep, you're going to be losing so much gold from that. You're going to be losing a lot of gold from that. I'm not sure if I agree with Slice's choice of building a Great Hall. I mean, there's a free gold mine here and here that he could try and take and get some gold to try to rebuild. Like, Great Hall there, yeah, it keeps him getting revealed, but he's going to get no use out of that. I mean, he can long distance mine, I guess? But that's quite a journey for a peon and a lot of room to get, like, sniped off by another player. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of a check here. I know I'm pausing this game a lot, but for FFA, I just want to make sure all the knowledge is out. So Cumulus at 1, 2, 3 bases. Slice is 0 bases. Rectifies at 1, 2, 3. Sweet's at 2, 3, 4. So yeah, Sweet with the base lead here, Rectifying Kumio at 3, Sweet at 4. And now we're getting into the transitional phase, where players are trying to figure out who's the strongest. In an FFA like this, it's pretty much 3 players left. I don't know what Scythe can do to get back into this game. But, oh, if he loses that last pan, he's building more. So, player's going to find out who's the strongest. And just theoretically, let's say Cumulo is the strongest. Then more than likely Rectify and Sweet will try to, you know, form an alliance or something to try to take out Cumulo as he is top dog. And it's honestly at this point I'd like to call the mid phase of an FFA game, where they try to, you know, point out who's the strongest, what can they do to tear him down, you know, try to carve away at his resources, you know, stuff like that. Rectify gonna lose his, Slice gonna lose his last town hall. I think he lost his last peons. He's at 11 supply still. He's got 1 peon hidden in the Zeppelin. Nice. So he's able to save one. But Kumio is out for vengeance. He's like, you denied my expansion at the start of the game. I'm gonna make sure you're the first one out. That is Kumio's main mission right now, is to kill him. He's gotta be careful though. He's outside Sweet's main. Sweet at 92 supply. Alright, so Sweet's breaking into that high upkeep, which tells me that he's definitely going to want to go in for an attack soon. Rectify at 99 supply as well, and Cumulo's still banking under 50 with 10k gold. He might want to start an army if he knew how big Rectify and Sweet's army are now, because if they both rush down onto his base, there's no way in hell he's going to be able to defend that. We got Rectify making a move on Sweet. So I guess that little peace agreement they made earlier is out the window, and it looks like Rectify's out for vengeance. He's at 2-2 upgrades. Sweet's at 1-1. He's getting some bloodlust thrown down. Now Rectify needs to be careful. Those chims look tasty. That's quite a bit of bats. What are the bats doing? Oh, they're going to go on the hippogriffs. Couple hippogriffs going down. Scroll protection doing a very nice job at providing extra armor. Yeah, those bets didn't really do much. Alright, here we go. More damage coming in. Keeper the Grove getting pretty low. Rectify gonna use his Infernal Stone here. Keeper does go down. Shadowhunter was getting pretty low. He's gonna have to step back. The Chimps just trying to focus down this fortress. Sleet should probably pull some peons. Rectify. Dark Ranger getting low. She goes down. And let's see. Rectify's just down to his panda. The Blade Master goes down though. That's a lot of damage lost. Sweet's fortress almost getting killed. There's only 2 Chims left. And is this fortress actually gonna stay alive? Oh, Sweet. Keeping it alive with the repairs. Rectify losing his whole army for that. And Rectify just quits. GG. We got our first player out from a rage quit. So we're down to 3. We're down to Cumulo, Sweet, and Slythe. And right now Cumulo's just focusing down Slythe's base. Still 8k gold mine here that Cumulo could easily take. What is our friend Slythe doing? He is building a great hall, but yet again away from a gold mine. There's one right here, man. And you're hiding it. How much supply did Sweet lose from that? I think he had 8k bank, but obviously he's been rebuilding, so he's losing a lot of that resources. Cumulo now breaking into high upkeep. He's starting his army. He's getting spell breakers, getting griffins, getting the casters. So he's gonna get that well-rounded human army. Archmage still not at level 6. That is definitely an important thing to have, as mass teleportation can be pretty broken in FFA. Firelord at level 4. Scroll Resurrection. I don't think he crept out of red. I think he actually grabbed the scroll that was in here. And yeah, and Slythe's gonna do some long distance mining with 1 peon. He's gonna rebuild more, so I guess he'll be getting resources slowly. Now that we're down to 2 real players, really. Slythe's really down to his heroes. Let's take a look at banks, upgrades, and such. We got Cumulo at a 9k bank, 87 supply. Where's his army? Okay, he's got 1-1 upgrades on his griffins, 1-0 for his spell breakers. He's at, what? Main gold mine almost low, but I'll still count that. So 2, 3, 4. With the 5th base on the way. As for Sweet, wherever his army's at. Okay. He's got mastery training on his casters. He's 1-1 damage upgrade. He's got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases. So Sweet definitely with an economy upgrade here at the moment. I didn't check his bank though. 4K bank. So yeah, Cumulo with a much bigger bank here though. And like Renaud said, no Paladin here, so Paladin could be pretty strong here on FFA as well. His Holy Lights can be pretty nice because you definitely see a lot of hero focus in 3-for-all. Cumulo already getting some tanks. They're at 1-1. I hear the Bloodlust. Okay, here we go. We might see an engagement from Cumulo. It depends if he wants to defend this base. Probably not, though, as the gold mine just ran out. Blade Master's at level 6, so I have to keep our eyes out for some Blade Storm action. And that base Cumulo ran out. He's probably going to have to cancel this one. Yep. So yeah, Cumulo's actually down to 2 bases now, and his main is pretty much mined out. He's probably just gonna leave it there. And there's the Paladin, but that Paladin is so late. He's only at level 1. He can get focused down pretty quick. His Holy Light's still pretty weak. I mean, he could have went Divine Shield first, but I doubt it. Oh, sweet, running in here. Tarn Chieftain getting caught out by Slow. Ion Sweet's gonna have to be forced to TP out of this one. Oh, it loses a Kodo though. Nice pick off by Cumulo. Yeah. Tarn Chieftain not at level 6 yet. So he does not have reincarnation at the moment. He does have level 6 on his blade. Almost level 6 on his Shadow Hunter. Maybe we'll see some big bad voodoo this game as well. And now with Cumulo on the offensive, gonna take out one of Sweet's expansions. And Slice still in this game, still creeping. He finally feels safe enough to build a Great Hall by a gold mine. It's only a 13 supply though. Oh, couple shamans getting picked off. I don't want to lose them. You need them bloodlusts. One dies. The other one living. Alright, does Sweet want to take this fight? It looks like he does. Spirit Link's going down. Bloodlust coming in. Crap, let's take a look at supplies real quick. Sweet at 100 supply. Cumulo at 95. So both players pretty much maxed out. And let's go. Wyvern's trying to focus down the tanks. Blizzard's coming in from the Archmage, hitting all those Wyverns. Protection Scroll being used. Plus the Inner Fire. That is a lot of armor on Cumulo's units. Sweet not giving up though. He wants to keep this fight up. I do not agree with this decision. Until these buffs run out, I'm not sure if he can win this. Shadowhunter getting level 6. Will we see Big Bad Voodoo? I don't think he has enough mana for it. Infernal Stone going to be thrown right down there. And Cumulo's Archmage getting low, and he will have to TP out of this one. After that fight, Sweet's down to 93 supply. Cumulo down to 85. Okay, so maybe that fight went better than I thought. Think he lost a couple tanks though. Apparently Sweet's having some lag issues, Kappa. Although it's probably true. He is Australian. You know, no matter what bot you play on as an Aussie, you pretty much have bad ping. Australia is not really the best place in the world to play online video games if you like good connections. And more bases. Sweet at a 5k bank. Cumulo at a 7k bank. Cumulo's still only at 2 bases though. I don't know why he hasn't taken this base. Or this base. Or this base. Or this base. Sweet's taking this one all the way out here. Slice scouts it. But I don't know if Slice's really in a position to beat any kind of offense. Oh, he's building a war mill. Sweet. Sweet's mining a lot of gold right now. And the longer this game goes, the better it'll go for Sweet. His FFA, you really can't survive off of 2 bases. And with a combined total of 10,000 gold, and both gold mines combined. So eventually Cumulo is gonna mine out. There's still 2K left in this one. This one's still pretty fresh. Only 10 gold has been mined out of it. Sweet's got a sentry ward there, so you can see whenever Cumulo does try to put down a town hall. Slythe running around with his heroes. Needs to be careful though. Definitely does not want to lose him. He's being a little bit annoying, a nuisance with these lava spawns. Arcane Tower gonna try to push him away. Arcane Towers do extra damage versus summoned units. Oh, we got an engagement going down here. Tanks shooting right on those wyverns. Blizzards coming in. Got some Tarns thrown into the mix. Spirit Links. Cumulo with a pretty good concave here. Shadowhunter getting focused down. His Sweet's gonna have to TP out of this one. So what went really well for that fight is you know, Cumulo had a good line here, and he held that line. Whereas Sweet's units, you know, a lot of them being like ground units, had to run around the tavern. Their AI was messing up and stuff, and a lot of them weren't attacking for that fight. So really good positioning out of Cumulo there. Oh, now Sweet getting attacked by the ogres. And Cumulo gonna... looks like he's gonna attack Slythe. Finally gonna kill Slythe, I guess. If he could kill those heroes, Slythe's pretty much dead. He's gonna try to speed scroll out though. And with that endurance R, I think he will be able to get away. Can't say the same for his Great Halls though. Alright, Cumulo pulling militia. About time he thought about getting another base. Slythe thinking the same thing as well. I'll close that Archmage. Still needs a good chunk of experience. He desperately needs level 6. I'm telling you, Mass Teleport will do any human player's wonders in free-for-all. Oh! Couple tanks getting sniped out by Sweet though. That's pretty good pickoffs. Tanks are very expensive units to be losing like this. They are throwing down some nice shots onto the air though. Sweet gonna throw down a heal ward though, thanks to his witch doctors. So he's gonna be able to heal him up a little bit. Yeah, bats aren't really tanky units. They're not meant to take damage. They're meant to blow themselves up on other units. So now Sweet's can attack one of Cumulo's very few bases. Oh, it's at level 6. Yes, it is. Tarn Chieftain at level 6. He now has Reincarnation. Now, what is Cumulo's defense for this? He's all the way on the other side of the map. Does he have a TP? He does have a TP. He's probably going to have to use this soon if Sweet decides to go into the main. Cumulo's starting up another base here. Slythe actually building a town hall here. So Slythe's still hanging in there with a little bit. Cumulo building up a base here. Sweet still has a mining base here and here, but Cumulo knows about this one. Alright, we got Sweet pushing into the main of Cumulo though. Is Cumulo gonna have to answer this? I think he kinda has to. He's at 99 supply versus Sweet's 98. With a level 6 Blade, level 6 TC, and a level 6 Shadowhunter, wherever that SH is at. Where is the Shadowhunter? Okay, he's right there. Cumulo with a level 2 Paladin, level 5 Firelord, and level 5 Archmage. So yeah, Cumulo is down on hero levels here. Alright, he's now TPing in. Some snares going down to Griffins, and Sweet gonna immediately TP out of this. Cumulo still being a bit of a nuisance. Spellbreaker disrupting the peons from mining. Pretty sure Sweet's gonna run over there and deal with it. Slight's still in this. I can't believe it. Although his hero's getting caught out like that. Gonna have to use his TP. Oh, man, looks like a great haul will be canceled. Do you ever wonder what black lists look like? Here you go. Now you know what black lists look like. Sweet still has a much bigger expansion lead though. Although Kumio is about to attack into this one. Sweet actually wasn't mining from this. It's still entangled. It's not being mined from because Rectify left the game, but it's still entangled, so he's got to kill it off before he can mine from it. Slide. Where's Sweet? Alright, looks like Sweet's gonna try to make another push into Kumio's main. Kumio did rebuy a TP. I don't think Sweet brought his whole army here. Okay, here they are, just trailing in. What's Kumio's response to this? His Archmage getting closer. It still only needs about 100 experience. Looks like he wants to get at least one more base before he TPs. But yeah, right now Sweet has full reign of this base. Kumio now TPing in. Does Sweet want to stay and fight? He's going to try to back off, get a better position by the looks of it. Alright, bats coming in. They're not getting any detonates off. There they go. Detonate onto the Griffins. Speed Scroll being used. Blade Storm by the Blade Master. Not often I get to see that. Although he's not really getting too much off. There we go. Threadbreaker's going down. Big Bad Voodoo being used. I don't think Kumio has any sort of stun. He never got a Mountain King. So everything's invulnerable except for that Shadow Hunter. Gets level 7 on this SH. Alright, more blizzards coming in. Another stomp by the Tauren Chieftain. That Shadow Hunter's still getting focused down. Gonna save himself with a heal wave. Alright, now the Archmage Kumio getting focused down. Inner Fire's helping him tank a lot more shots. Invuln Pot being used. Another blizzard coming down. Oh, Tarn in the back, and I think Sweet is winning this, although most of his army is still casters. Oh, right now it's 72 supply versus 72, so yeah, both players even on supply right now. Alright, another healing wave coming in, more blizzards. Shadowhunter just eating those blizzards up. Alright, another beautiful stomp by the Tauren Chieftain. He's out of mana though. And out of Fireward getting pretty focused down and snare. Oh, he was saved by a Holy Light. Alright, Scroll of Resurrection being used by Kumio, but his Archmage goes down. And that might be the last nail in the coffin here for the human player. Now a Hex on the Paladin. He goes down. The Firelord looks like he's next on the chopping block here. He gets chopped down. And yeah, looks like Sweet won this battle. Gonna kill the altar, deny hero resurrections. Oh, but Kumio's still trying to hang in this. He's at 84 supply. Sweet's at 88, but advantage of fighting in your bases, your units come out right next to your army, whereas Sweets have to run across the map. So that's a little bit of an advantage. But it's going to take so much time getting these heroes back. Level 6 is going to take forever to resurrect from the altar. Time I don't think Kumio has right now. Although he might. Sweet's not focusing down the altar. He wants to get the castle instead. Oh, now we got flying machines. I think it might be too little too late though. Bloodlust coming in. We got some Dragonhawks and snaring the Wyverns. Blade Master taking some Griffin shots. More healing waves coming in. Alter's getting pretty low. And Sweet is actually going to TP out of this. So Kumio getting some breathing room here. He might... I might have been too hasty calling that GG. Kumio is still alive in this, but it's not looking great for him right now. Slight trying to build another base here. Has Slight been building up an economy? Where's it building? Slight at 400 gold. He's only at 26 supply though, and I'm pretty sure most of that is just peons. Peons and his 2 heroes. But yes, Kumio's bank did dwindle from that fight. He's at 99 supply with 1,200 gold. Sweet at 100 supply with 1,200 gold. So both these players went through their bank in that fight. Sweet would Kagar's health gem and prefer to Vitality. It honestly wouldn't be a bad idea to switch it to a Shadowhunter. One thing I noticed is his Shadowhunter gets focused down a lot in these fights, and 800 health isn't that tanky, especially versus all these fucking Griffins. Oh, Kumio losing his Fire Ward. I'm pretty sure he just bought him from the Neutral Era Tavern. And that gives Sweet's Blade level 8. Yeah, he's going to have to re-resurrect that Fire Ward. That's even more resources and time being used up. He did get level 6 on his Archmage, so he now has Mass Teleport. So, you know, he can send out like invisible water elementals or something. Such as to deal with this. Alright, so he's pushing Slythe away. Let me click the Archmage. I think he's Mass Teleport. I don't even think he had a TP in the first place. But it looks like Sweet's massing up for another attack. He doesn't want to give Kumio too much breathing room to rebuild. Although, I think Kumio pretty much rebuilt, except for his Fire Lord, who's a little under halfway resurrected from that altar. I definitely think it was a mistake by Sweet not to focus down the altar when he could have. Instead, he decided to kill a barracks and try to kill the castle. So, not really the best focus firing out of him there, which did allow Kumio to get back some heroes. And he's forgetting a quad group of bats. Alright, looks like Sweet's coming in again. This time he's going to get the altar down. So he does deny that Fire Lord being resurrected. Alright. Nice ensnares going down, denying 2 bats from detonating. Got more bats coming in. Kumio's going to have to be really good with these ensnares. Otherwise, these bats going to do a lot of damage. Sweet even building a Voodoo Lounge here, so he's committed to this push. Alright, level 8 Blade, level 7 Shadowhunter, and a level 7 Tauren Chieftain versus a level 6 Archmage. And I think his Paladin's back. Yes, he is. He's only at level 3, though. Alright, here we go. Dragonhawks ensnaring, bats detonating, blizzards going down, bloodlust being used here. Sweet using one of those heal scrolls. Scroll protection as well. Stomped by the TC, stunning that Archmage, keeping him from blizzarding. Big bad voodoo being used, making Sweet's army invulnerable to damage. The only unit that can be attacked right now is that Shadowhunter. Kumio calling GG. As he just loses everything there. Big Bag Voodoo being the saving grace for Sweet in this fight. Paladin goes down. And Kumio has left the game. We're down to Sweet and Slythe. And I don't think Slythe has any chance versus Sweet. So he might as well just leave the game. Players just talking. Alright, there we go. Congratulations, Sweet winning the game. Winning M17 of the FML. So he's going to get a couple points here and help him get up to the finals, whenever that'll be. I'll have to check in on the FFA Master League website to, get all the details on their tournaments and stuff and see if I'll be free to live cast any of these. But if you liked this game, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to watch me play Warcraft 3, follow me at Twitch at TheEnders32, and I will catch you guys later.